In this video, I'll be continuing with the topic on UV, which is the Python project creation tool. So if you have not watched the previous videos in the playlist, I do highly encourage you. Please go and watch that. So hey guys, this is Bishwet. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So let's get started. So the next thing that we will look is, which is actually another command which I use a lot. So most of the time I will see that I will have the situation where I will have the main.py present. Okay, I will have only one file. I will have only my source code. Okay, and nothing over here. So generally there is another command which you can do is to convert this folder into a UV project, which is just UV init. This I use actually a lot. And if I just do UV init, you can see it created the README file, it created the pyproject.toml, and it created the Python version. Okay, nothing so surprising, right? So this is another command which I use a lot, and then we will look into another thing. So generally there is one command, okay, and that is actually very interesting. So even I learned it newly. So let's suppose I want to have a scenario where I only share my standalone Python script, right? Standalone Python script, nothing else. I'll share the standalone Python script, and all the information, all the libraries that I use will be present inside the script itself. Okay, like from where to download the files, what are the dependencies. So UV also generally offers us that functionality. So generally, if I open in terminal, okay, generally I have the terminal open. So if I just do UV init -- script, okay, and main.py. So it is saying initialize script at main.py. Okay, now what does it mean, initialize script? Okay, we don't see any difference. Okay, I'll show you the difference. So if I just do cat main.py, you can see it added this things over this comment over here. And if I open using VS Code, okay, main.py, it added this comment over there, and you can see it says require Python version and require dependencies. Okay, now let's suppose I want to import maybe NumPy. Okay, that's it. Now what happens if I run this particular script? Python main.py. Simple, right? Generally it says no module named NumPy because it's not installed, right? We need to install that. So generally how we can do it, we will do uv add -- script, okay, main.py, and what we will be adding, NumPy. uv add -- script main.py NumPy. So generally I will show you one thing. So there is one way, before running this command I will show you one more thing. So there is one way, like when you are using UV, you don't have to even do Python main.py. Okay, what you can do is UV run main.py. If you just do UV run main.py, it will show you the same error. But this is one way in which you can run your Python scripts. So generally, if you are using UV for all of your project, maintaining your project and your log files, okay, so it's best to use the UV command instead of Python main.py, okay, because Python doesn't know how you are managing your project, right? So generally, okay, there is another command which I was showing you, which is UV add -- script and main.py and pandas, correct? Now if I just do this, see, automatically, okay, we need NumPy. Okay, what we will do is main.py NumPy, okay, enter, and you can see resolved 5 packages in 28 milliseconds, and you can see it has the script it has the required Python version and the dependencies got updated dynamically. Okay, isn't that fascinating? So generally, if I do uv add let's see bond, okay, it added C bond. That's it. But if you see, we haven't installed anything yet. We haven't installed anything. UV is just updating this particular comment at the top, this section at the top. So, okay, we have done, we have added our dependencies, we have added what we needed. Okay. Now, I want to run the script. Okay, at the end, you want to run the script, right? So, what you will do, uv run main.py. That's it. Hello from Python UV project. What it did is there is nothing installed. Okay, if I show you, there is nothing installed in this folder, right? There is nothing installed, and with one command, oh crap, yeah, with one command, which is uv run main.py, it downloaded those packages, install them, ran your script. That's it. You don't have to manage virtual environments at all. If you are using UV, you don't have to manage virtual environments at all. Just don't get confused with this part. So UV does actually downloads and installs this library, but it does not do onto your virtual environment. It does it on a temporary location, and it links your Python file, and it makes sure that you are able to run the Python file without any errors. Okay, so yes, it does downloads, but it does not download in your virtual environment because it doesn't create any virtual environment. So that's the thing you should be keeping. So you can technically share this file with anyone, and if they're using UV, they can run it. So this is a huge time saving, and this is a huge functionality, huge power that UV gives. So if you just share this Python file with your friends, right? If you just share this Python files with your friends, and if they have to use UV for sure, and they have to just do uv run main.py, and all the scripts will work. UV will take care of maintaining, downloading, and maintaining the packages. Great. So let's go into the other part, which is adding a packages, which I already showed, but we'll take a look into it a little bit. So I will just delete this. Okay, anyways, we don't have to delete it. Okay, what I will do is I'll open the particular VS Code. We will make sure that this folder is a UV project. So I will do UV init. Okay, and we don't need this particular portion now. Then we can delete it. Okay, so this is install, and we can add UV. Okay, so that was one way in which you can do it, like the standalone script. Using standalone script, you can just share the particular script, or you can use this project way, which I already showed at the first while comparing with V and V. So here, if I want to add, let's suppose NumPy. Okay, I want to install and I want to add it as a part of the toml file. I will just do uv add NumPy, and if I just do it, UV updated the dependencies, it created the log file, it created the virtual environment. That's it. And the log file is contain the pinned version of NumPy. Okay. Now, that's all you needed to know for installing a library. Okay. So since this is a project management, UV also provides a lot of customizations. So generally in production systems, I mean, in corporates, you will have different environments, right? And in different environments, you will be installing different packages. Okay, let's suppose you have one environment which is just for testing. Okay, so you can add a dependency based upon your environment. Okay, let me show you what I mean by that. So if I do uv add pytest black -- def, okay, just see what happens. So it created another dependency group, which is dev. and it got these packages, which is black and pytest. Okay, so you can use this feature to only install these packages while in a testing environment. Okay, I haven't used this that much, but even maybe I'll use it in the future. So now let's suppose you have separated out that these are your main dependencies that you need to run the applications, and these are your maybe development dependencies. Okay, so how we want to make sure when to install and how to install. Okay, when to install is pretty simple. Like if it's a development environment, you are going to install these dependencies because the required dependencies, and you will be installing these dependencies because it's your development environment, and that's why we have defined this dev. Okay, so let's suppose this is a production environment. Okay, now how can we ensure that okay only this dependencies are being installed, only these dependencies? So it's pretty simple. The command is uv sync minus minus no dev. Okay, minus minus no hyphen dev means I don't want to install the dev dependencies. That's it. So if I just do enter, okay, just let me just delete this v folder. Okay, now if I just do uv sync minus minus no hyphen dev, it is downloading all the packages that are part of the main dependency, the dependency that is required to run the application, but it is not installed this development dependency or the dev dependencies like black, pytest. These are not present. You can see over here. So just to confirm, we can also do pip. We have to do uv pip, okay, because pip will list the global packages. We have to make sure that we use uv so that we know that we are targeting our uv environment. Uv pip list, okay, and these are all the libraries that are required by your Flask and Pandas to run. And you can see black and pytest are not present. Simple, right? Now, I'll again delete the VNV. Okay. So maybe when you are moving your application to production, you make sure you run that particular command so that only those particular dependencies are installed. Now, let's suppose I want to install everything. The simple thing that I will do is uv sync. So now it is resolving 24 packages. It has installed all of it, like install 23 packages, and you can see black is present, and you can see even pytest will also be present. Yep, pytest is also present. So this is how you separate out okay what to install and when to install. Okay. So there is another command that I will show you, and it is actually very interesting to know that we can do something like this. So, which is uv add get plus https colon slash slash github.com slash encode slash httpx. Okay, great. So what it is going to do is it's going to make sure that HTTPX is actually a package, and it's going to get that package only from this particular source. If your organization is maintaining a repository where you have all the packages and you want to use from that particular source instead of the global source, that is the PyP, okay, you can define your own source from where you want to download the particular packages. So EV also allows to do that. So all these configurations are saved in your toml file, right? The dependencies, the dependency groups, like if you want to deploy it in your dev environment, okay, or and you have the sources from where you want to get. So the next thing that we will see is how to remove a package. Okay, and for that the command is uv remove numpy. Okay, and if I do that, and you can see numpy is also removed from the dependencies. Okay, so you don't have to manually manage anything. Like it has updated, it has removed from your virtual environment, and it has updated the pyproject.toml file. It's actually the reverse. Generally it updates the toml file first, and then it goes and removes it from your virtual environment. Okay, so you don't have to manage anything. And if I want to remove HTTPS also, HTTPX actually, and see it is also removed. So I think it's pretty good to know that we can do this. Now, running a particular file is pretty simple. Like as I showed, it's just uv run main.py. And okay, it says no module named numpy. What we will do is we'll quickly add numpy. And we will just do uv run main.py. And it's going to execute your Python script. So you don't have to manage anything. So now let's suppose if you want to still use the requirements.txt file, and if you want to generate the requirements.txt file for maybe just maintaining your like maintaining one extra file, so you can still do it. So generally to list packages in Python, generally the command is piplist, right? Piplist. But since we are using UV to manage all our environments, piplist won't work. Piplist will work, but piplist will give you the wrong libraries. You are supposed to provide UV piplist. UV piplist will get what are the packages that are installed in this particular virtual environment. Okay, in this particular project. So these are the packages that are installed. Correct. So now let's suppose I want to generate the requirements.txt file. Now how I can do that? So for that, it's pretty simple. Like the command is almost entirely same. Piplist minus minus format equal to freeze. So if you just execute this, I think the syntax is minus minus format equals freeze, not double equals. Yep, that's correct. So this is the actual command. Let me. So now if you want to generate the requirements.txt file, it is pretty simple. Piplist uv piplist minus minus format equal to freeze greater than requirements.txt file. So you can see you have the requirements.txt file generated over here. If you want to still use the requirements.txt file, and requirements.txt file is obviously it will pinpoint the exact Python version. Exact library or the packages version that you need. But you don't need it if you are working with UV. You don't need it if you have the pyproject.toml file, and if you have the lock file, you can get the packages pretty easily. Okay, so generally, if you want for some reason the requirements.txt file, you can use this particular command and you can get it. Since the video is too long, I have broken the videos into multiple parts. So I'll be having the other parts uploaded in the same playlist. So also one more thing. So I will be also providing the documentation that you see in the screen into the description part, and also maybe in the comments. So don't forget to check that out. All the details, all the commands are present, and there will be few more commands that I have also added, and I think it's good that you can take a look into it. And I'll also add the documentation for Astral and the UV documentation, so you can easily take a look, and you can also take a look into all the other tools that Astral provides, like rough. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next awesome upcoming video.